Hey guys, it's Mr. Gary coming to you live with Story Time with Mr. Gary. I always love these stories, and I am shocked how many people watch them all the time. So hopefully, we get a lot of our friends. And as always, you could go to YouTube and go to POAC Autism Services and pull up. You could see like 100 stories, and we have Mr. Scott the Music Man and yoga, Miss Jen yoga, and Zoo Jersey, a whole bunch of great, great things. So today, I'm just waiting for people to come on. Hopefully, everyone can see me. Oh, Adrian's here. First one. Hey, Adrian. And Connor. Hey, Connor. Thank you so much. Connor ER, I always like to say. And we have Faith here, and we have Jennifer here, and a couple other people. So, the book I'm reading tonight is Grumpy Monkey Up All Night. And Brittany, if you could take the banner, thank you. Grumpy Monkey Up All Night. I love this. This is like part 2 of the Grumpy Monkey story. Adrian, yes, you are first, Adrian. Oh, Amelia, hey! So happy Amelia's here. Amelia. So Grumpy Monkey Up All Night by Suzanne Lang and illustrated by her husband, Max Lang. It's kind of nice. So, everything early in the evening, just about supper time, Norman heard a whole lot of whooping and hollering, wow, next door. And look what's going on. A lot of stuff going on over there. And Norman's like, what the heck is going on? And he climbs over the tree to see what's going on. And look, in the forest, there's bugs and birds everywhere, all sorts of creatures. Oh, Rose, I was so happy to meet you at the gym the other day. Oh, and Kalea's eating a snack. So here we are. What's the ruckus, Norman? Asked his neighbor Jim Pansy. I like that chimpanzee rather than like chimpanzee, chimpanzee. I'm so excited, Jim exclaimed. I'm going to a sleepover at my parents' house. Oh, he's so excited because he moved out of his house because he's a grown-up chimp now. And did you know chimpanzees aren't monkeys? They're apes. There's a difference. My whole family will be there. My mom, my dad, and my big sisters, Ann and Nan. But Norm's like, but who's that? Who's that guy over there? Oh, yeah, that's my little brother, Tim, grumbled Jim. But never mind, it's still going to be fun. Sleepovers are a good time. And Norman agreed. Oh, Kalea's eating chocolate and Oreos. That's always good. I like to eat my Oreos by pulling them apart and eating the cream out. That's just Mr. Gary. All right, so Jim talked about all the great things they will do. First, we're going to do termite fishing. That's when you stick the stick in the termite mound, pull it up, and eat all the termites. I know it's a little gross, but apes love termites. And next, we're going to tell scary stories. And look, he's really afraid. He's hiding. And these guys are all afraid. So he tells scary stories. And then we're going to have a midnight feast with all of the fruit and exotic fruits of the forest and jungle. And we're going to wash it down with some jungle punch. Jungle punch, you got to be careful with jungle punch. You don't want to drink too much jungle punch. And look, what is that, armadillo? I wouldn't drink punch too close to bedtime, Norman advised. Bedtime, said Jim. Nobody sleeps at a sleepover because what's it called? Up all night. We're going to stay up all night. Sounds fun, Norman said. You mind if I tag along? Because Norman never had a sleepover. Norman's the big guy. And Jim's like, we're going to be up all night. Awesome. Awesome sauce. I like the term awesome sauce, right? Feel free to use that. A little later, they arrived at the tree where Jim's parents lived. It's my little grumpy monkey, Jim's mom cried as she gave him a hug. I'm so happy to see you. Look, the mom's hugging him, and Jim's like, oh, Mom, stop it. You know, Mom, moaned Jim, I'm not little, and I'm not a monkey. I'm an ape. Remember I told you that before? Jim's mom smiled, and she ruffled his fur. But you sure are grumpy, she said. No, I'm not, scowled Jim. I like your mom, said Norman. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. Sometimes I remember my mom, when I was older, she used to kiss me all the time on the head, and I used to get real embarrassed. But now I would love kisses from my mom on the head. Where is Chris? Chris is in the back playing his train set. No fair, you didn't say we could bring a friend, said a voice coming down the path. I think that's his brother. Who's that? Asked Norman. Yep, I was right. Tim, explained Jim's family. I thought you said he was your little brother, said Norman. I had a growth spurt. So look, the little brother is so much bigger than Jim. Oh, who's here? Tyler. Hey, Tyler, I'm so glad you joined us. I always like when Tyler comes on. And we have Faith signed up as well. And Jaden. Hey, Jaden and Sky. And Tommy. Oh, and the other Sky. All right, so Norman's like, what should we do first? Everyone answered at once. Termite fishing. Pick fleas off each other. Ooh. Bob for mangoes. I know, said Tim. Let's measure each other to see who's the tallest. Maybe our guest should choose, suggested Jim's dad, turning to Norman. Oh, it's a tough decision, said Norman. It all sounds like so much fun. Don't worry, said Anne, that was his sister. There'd be plenty of time to do everything because we are going to stay, remember what they said? Up all night. And they always go like that. Ooh, up all night. Yes, Kalea. Chris is playing his Thomas the Tank Engine train. I don't know, says Jim's mom. Staying up all night can make for some very grumpy monkeys because whoever doesn't sleep enough and when their mom wakes them up in the morning, they get a little grumpy. Yeah. That's Miss Brittany, not me. That's Miss Brittany. She gets really grumpy if she doesn't sleep. I don't know if that's true. I was just teasing Miss Brittany. Is that true, Miss Brittany? No, she says she's never grumpy. And the games begin. The first one, termite fishing. I think that's pretty gross. But they stick the stick in, and they lick the termites all off, and they clean them. Wow, that's a lot of termites. Look at all those termites. Oh, flea picking. That's always good because they have fleas and they pick the fleas off. You know what they do with the flea? Like that. They eat the fleas. But apes like fleas. Look at them all. And then in the back is Tim eating the last flea. And you know what happens when you're the last person picking? No one's picking the fleas off you. Just not fair. So they were bobbing for mangoes. And look, his mouth is full of mangoes. And there's still some termites buzzing around in the back. And scary stories. Ooh. I remember always telling scary stories with my sisters when we had a party and our cousins would come over. I don't know why we loved scary stories so much. I used to get so scared. I'll bring Chris in the video sometime. I will bring Chris up. Scary stories. It was a dark and stormy night, said Jim. And Tim trembled. Oh, he was really, really scared. Your brother's scared, said Jim's mom. Why not tell a happy story instead? Right? Because you don't want to scare other people. That's not nice. If you see someone scared, maybe we could try to make them feel a little better. So what's the greatest thing to eat at midnight? A midnight feast. That's right. hey, you have to share that jungle punch. Like they're eating the mangoes and having the jungle punch. And look at the snake and all the butterflies. Everything's there. Look at that. All the families there. But you didn't share the bananas. Because really, how can you expect someone to share the jungle punch if you're not sharing their bananas? That's just not right. That's just not right. Stay up all night. They are not going to sleep, these monkeys. They are not, these apes. It's really dark, said Tim, looking around. Because it's night, snapped Jim. So his younger brother, even though he was taller, he was getting scared. And look, everyone's falling asleep. His whole family's asleep except Jim and Tim. Are you grumpy? Asked Tim. No, said Jim. Kind of looks a little grumpy, right? Doesn't he look a little grumpy? Kind of looks a little grumpy. Just then they heard a noise. Roar! That was a good roar. Let me do that again. Roar! Oh, that was a really good roar. Thunder, shouted Tim, and his eyes went like super wide. Look at those eyes. No, it's dark and stormy. No! He was terrified. That means like really, really scared. You want to know another word for scared? Horrified. Horrified. That's a good word. I like that word. And look. Don't worry, said Jim. It's just Norman. That's the big gorilla. It's just Norman snoring. He does a lot of funny snores. Sometimes it sounds like rah, 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 rah. And sometimes it sounds like and Tim laughed. Other times it's like hooey, hooey, hooey. Jim and Tim laughed and laughed all night long. The two brothers. Oh, they had so much fun. Shh. Who said shh? Is Tim's Jim's big brother? Yes. Tim is Jim's big brother. No. Jim is Tim's big brother. I'm sorry. Tim is the youngest brother, but he's much bigger than his older brother. It's kind of hard when all the names rhyme. That was a very good question, Adrian. So look, as the sun came up, Tim, the older brother, no, the little brother, fell asleep. Good idea, little brother, said Jim as he tucked Tim in and laid him out. So even though he was complaining about him, he still took care of him, right? Because we got to love our family. And he took care of him and he covered him up and he made sure he was all comfortable so he could sleep. And Jim's like, okay, let me just enjoy this as the last person all awake. But just as he was about to close his eyes for the first time, he was going to go like this. Just about to close the first eyes. The mom came in. Good morning, my monkeys, said Jim's mom. Mom, shouted Jim, we are not monkeys. We are apes. I prefer gorilla, but yeah, ape works, said Norman. Oh, Jim, I told you staying up night would make you grumpy, said Jim's mom, ruffling his fur. I am not. What do you think he's going to say? What do you think he's going to say? You think he's going to say, I'm not grumpy? You know what he says? I am not. He falls asleep right in his mother's arms. And the mom says, you will always be my grumpy monkey, whispered Jim's mom. Oh, how cute is that? That was actually really, really cute. And that's all their friends, and that's Norman and Jim and Tim and Ann and Nan, the whole gang of them. That was kind of a cute story. I like the grumpy monkey stories. I think it's kind of cool. I love the face, right? Does Mr. Gary could look like that? Wait, I got to bend out my ears, I think. Wait. Can I look like Grumpy Monkey? No. Oh, Rose, thank you so much. Oh, love butterflies. Mr. Gary loves butterflies too. I really do. I really do. I like the monarch butterfly the best, the big orange one with the black spots on it. It's my favorite. So next week, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared. My friend, Mr. Jaden, young man Jaden, requested this book. He wanted to read the next week's book called P is for Poops. That's right. You heard it here first. P is for Poops, where I go through the alphabet, letter A through letter Z, and I pick a different animal. I know, Adrian, it's gross. I don't want to read it, but I promised Jaden that I would, because Jaden loves a good poop story. I'm sorry. So be sure to tune into that. You're very much welcome, Love Butterflies. Thank you so much. Hopefully we will see you guys at the POAC Walk. I can't wait. Moms and dads, please sign up for a POAC Walk if you haven't done that. It helps us to keep the lights on and do all our police training and our trainings for our parents and professionals and our first responders. So we love you guys. You don't like it? I want Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You know, that's one of Christopher's favorite movies, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but it's just too long, Adrian, to read during this time. It's a great book, and I suggest everybody reads Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but it's just too long to read. But nice suggestion, Adrian, as always. So hopefully you guys are having really fun. I know it got a little rainy today, but it's nice and warm, and tomorrow's going to be good. Christopher and Matthew said bye, Mr. Gary. Christopher and Matthew, love you guys. And that's the name of my two sons, by the way, Christopher and Matthew. I didn't know if you knew that. Both of my sons. I'm so happy you guys came out today to hear Mr. Gary's story time. So until next week, Mr. Gary signing off. I love you. Your grown-ups love you. And we'll see you next week. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Oh, Victor. Victor came on last minute. Bye, Victor.